Welcome to World War II Solitaire Board Game channel. 1,000 subscribers. Thank you very much to all of my subscribers. I'm so happy about that. With 1,000 subscribers, I thought that it might be time to introduce myself for the first time, showing my actual face instead of these hands which are playing all of those great World War II games. My name is Daniel, I'm 31 years old and I live in North Sweden. I live in a city or a village called Ytterån, which is about 30 minutes away from a larger city, larger by Swedish standards, called Östersund. I work as a nurse. I was a prison nurse from the beginning, but now I work as a traveling nurse, or a consultant nurse, as it's called in Sweden. I'm currently working in a hospital ward in a city called Örnsköldsvik, which roughly translates to Eagle Shield Bay. Kind of cool name for a city, right? I mainly work the night shift, and I like the job. With the traveling, I guess it's compatible with my board game interest because, when I'm here away from home, I want to kill time during my free time, and I play some board games. When I'm not playing board games, I like to hike, I like target shooting, and I like traveling. I haven't been traveling much lately for obvious reasons, but before the whole pandemic, I traveled around about 50 different countries. I've lived and worked in Germany, United States, South Korea, and Moldova. Swedish is my first language, så svenska är ju då mitt modersmål. Moja tosha poнимаю и говорю по-русски. I also speak Russian. Und ich verstehe ein bisschen Deutsch. I speak a little bit German. I learned those languages while working in those countries, Russian in Moldova. I also studied Russian at Lund University. But these days it's mainly board games which are taking my time. It's too cold to go out hiking, and the snow has melted, so I can't go with my sled anymore. So mainly board games. Like I said, I work mainly the night shift, and this is actually where most of the magic happens, believe it or not. But there can be really busy nights. Then we have some nights like this night, which is more calm, and you have some time to kill. And here is actually where I read most of the rules. I have my phone or tablet and I read the rules for games, and I learn to play the games, and then I go home and I play the game. So I don't have to waste time when I'm free learning all those rules. I also play some simpler games here, like One Page World War II and D-Day Dice Pocket, such. I started playing board games just about 6 years ago. I found a nice card game. I played some casual board games. And 1 year after that, I have a big World War II interest. I found Memoir 44. I really loved that game, and I got every single expansion. And some of those expansions cost me like $400 because they're out of print. And after collecting everything, I used to realize, so I'm sitting on all of these games, which I paid so much money for, but it's kind of hard finding someone to play them with because my friends, they like working out and they like, fixing the car and fishing, stuff like that. I also like those things, but the problem is I like board games and they don't really do that. So I found myself sitting on this huge pile of Memoir 44 World War II games, which I very, very rarely got to play. And that's somehow I just stumbled upon Field Commander Rommel. And that was not this last summer, but the summer before. So about, not really 2 years ago, but almost 2 years ago. So I bought Field Commander Rommel, and a whole new world just opened up for me. I had so much fun with that game. And then I got Pavlov's House, which if you are a subscriber, I love. I think it's the best designed solo game I've ever played. It's really fun, and not only a good design, it's also great fun. And that's how it worked. I got the game in June, I think, and then in October I launched a channel because somehow I really enjoy sharing these games with you guys. And sometimes I sat down and asked myself, why do I enjoy it? Why do I enjoy recording and editing and uploading? And I think part of it is because when you're playing solitaire games, you're not doing the social thing of playing, for example, Memoir 44 with your friend. So I get the social aspect of sharing my game sessions with you guys. And then on top of that, I also learn so much from you guys. In my videos, I have committed mistakes and I've been corrected and I've learned so much. And we learn from each other. So I've learned so much from all of you guys. So I think that's also a big reason why I love to share my sessions. And generally why I love playing board games is because, with the job I have, especially during these times, it can be quite stressful from times to times. And, coming home after a really sucky shift and just, sitting down with a board game, it's one of the few ways I can just drop everything from my shoulders and everything from my head and just enjoy the now, the present. So I'm really grateful for finding those games. Basically, you if you've been a follower for some time or a subscriber, you know that I play mostly light war games, like everything from The Great Escape to D-Day Dice Second Edition. I have some games which are more complex, like The Hunters and so on. And the reason for that is just basically because I'm also new with this. I've only been playing solitaire board games for not even 2 years. So I'm looking forward to expanding the channel as I learn, as I become better with board games and play more complex games, following years. I'm looking at the time now. It's been 7.5 minutes. So I think I've been babbling long enough soon. I just wanted to say thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for sharing this hobby and passion with me. And thank you for being part of it. And a lot of fun stuff is coming. I'm currently waiting 10 different games I backed on Kickstarter. I'm waiting for one game I pre-ordered. The next game I'm expecting to receive is Company of Heroes, the full World Domination Pledge. It's like a $450 game with all the expansions. It comes in a huge war box. It's a 2-player or 2 to 8-player game, but it has a solo and co-op expansion. And the game has been getting great reviews. It has been delivered in the US and I believe also in the UK and in Asia. So I'm really looking forward to that. The video game or the PC game of Company of Heroes, I played, I don't know, perhaps something like 500 hours of game time. I love that game. So I'm very much looking forward to that. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned and see you next time.